Welcome back, everybody. My name is Luis Camacho, and we're here for another R6 game. Again, second game of the season for R6. Third, my bad. It looks to be that Bosco Tech has overall a great record. 2-0, has not lost a single game so far. Last week, we had an incredible performance, really dominant, outstanding, I would say, plays and players from last week was Gamer Boy's constant knife plays and shield characterizations. He really utilized Montaigne and also twitched at the end rather properly. So again, overall, Bosco Tech in a really good position, 2-0. Today, Bosco's playing CBC High School. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, folks, again, Bosco Tech has shown a really good performance so far, a good utilization of shield operators primarily, rather than, I would say, the more aggressive type operators like you would see with Dokkaebi or Fuse, etc., etc. But at the way, it kind of gives Bosco Tech a uniqueness to it. We'll see overall as they manage because again, Bosco Tech has really swapped off their, I would say, formations for operators, not only utilizing shield operators, but also some other ones. But now we're gonna cut off here to in-game live, folks. Now, it looks to be that today's match is going to be sited at Clubhouse. Both teams are starting off with their corresponding bands. I believe Bosco Tech is starting with their bands. We'll see who is the attacking operator they decide to eliminate for both sides here. And, ooh, Dokkaebi being the first operator to be taken out. That's a really interesting play. Dokkaebi is one of the more utilized competitive operators, and Jackal as well. Jackal, I would say, is more of the common election you want to take out. Jackal's a really aggressive, really pathfinding character, but Dokkaebi again, really smart pick here. Fenrir getting banned. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I would say Fenrir may not be as popular when it comes to defense. But it's still, I would say, again, you never, maybe Bosco Tech utilized CBC's strategic plays, but maybe they utilized a lot of Fenrir. So again, a really smart play there, maybe. And Mira has also been banned. What a lineup here, folks. It looks to be that a lot of, I would say, the star operators that we get to see here have been banned. Especially, I would say, that Mira and Dokkaebi ban is going to be crucial for today's match. Again, Dokkaebi's a really prominent attacking operator, and Mira really defensive. Now, it looks to be here analyzing the lineup. We have Expired Darius, Thermite, It's Wall as Buck, etc., etc. It looks to be that Bosco Tech is going to take, surprisingly for their first round of attack, they're going to take a more aggressive, more intense approach, utilizing more breach type operators through Thermite, Buck, and Ace, as well as balancing a little bit with Oza and I believe Thermite. So we'll see how it goes. Now it looks to be that the first round of today's match is going to be Bomb. Now on the defensive side, it looks to be that we're seeing a more hold down the fort approach here by CBC with Castle, Doc, Valkyrie, Bandit, etc. So now heading in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. First round of today's match. Oh, it looks to be that we're seeing a couple switches here from Bosco Tech's side. It looks to be that Shipping Dock has... oh, no, excuse me. From I would say Shipping Dock has switched to Fuse. Really interesting player. But I would say really smart, especially for Bomb. It can utilize and move operators or the enemy team into the more, I would say, secluded area, because again, Fuse's ability kinda not only was really lethal in the first days of Siege, but it's also a really good way to kind of push the enemy team out of the area you want to breach in. Now it looks to be now Bosco Tech going in here with the drone, trying to highlight some players. It looks to be that they're just switching there. It's a wall, making sure that Bandit is right next to the electrified reinforced wall. But again, both teams kind of in a stalemate here. Looks to be that neither Bosco Tech has decided to breach in, nor has CBC tried to spawn kill, which is a really smart play, especially with such an aggressive lineup for Bosco. Now looks to be Fuse utilizing his ability there, or gadget here at B. Now it looks like we have a stalemate here. Fuse and Expired Daily facing up against Torque, and I believe it was Destined 4G. Now Bosco Tech going to the aggressive. It's a wall with first blood of today's match. Now it's a wall with a double kill, but Salty takes him down. Now Torque again with another kill there. 3v3, really intense payoff now here. Destin with 16 HP as Torque gets eliminated. Bosco Tech, good angle control there. Now Fuse can kind of dust, making sure that Thermite is all good, that Expired Dairy is pushing Expired Dairy with a kill there. That's Operator standing, and Bosco Tech takes the first round. Really smart play there by Bosco Tech. Even though, as we've seen in previous matches, Bosco Tech takes a more aggressive approach. This time, they went for a more tactical, more slow-paced, but still aggressive approach. It was a more, even though slower, I would say they managed to push the areas where they were, I would say, the CBC was more relaxed, especially there, because again I would say they took really good advantage of Fuse's ability there, making sure to kind of push back the enemy team so that then they can breach and just start wiping down the enemy team. So far overall Bosco Tech 1-0. It looks to be that they're just slightly switching their lineup, subbing Catcher in, while CBC High School is doing a lot, I would say, more drastic change here, getting Alibi and Thorn in, but keeping Castle, Bandit, and Medic, or Doc. Looks to be playing now recon. The recon time here. It looks to be that CBC doing a lot more, I would say, leaving some spaces a lot more open.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Probably creating some more angles there. Again, Bosco Tech utilized those really well last round. It looks like that they're trying to create closer, more tight angles compared to last match. Bandit kind of signaling his team like, hey, I need either some barbed wire here or just some good old Thorn gadgets.
Putting the shell in play. Ready to pop.
Ooh, it looks to be here again. CBC taking back a more hold down the fort approach. Bandit has been Thatchered there. EMP nearly dies here at 9 HP, receiving some intense fire.
Drone is ready to go.
Both teams trading off shots here, but no kill has been made yet. Now Andy with first blood of the round. Bosco Tech going full on breach here. Looks to be that they decided not to go full on breach. They maybe staying a little back here just to make sure to not get a little too cocky there. Good corner control there by Destined. We're all both teams trading off shots. First really good kill there by Salt with the C4. Now smart play there, throwing the drone, just making sure to find where the enemies are. Throwing a second drone there with Twitch, maybe trying to disable some gadgets. It looks to be the Salt with a kill, as well as Edub, taking off Gamer Boy and Andy. But Hand Towel Man takes out Salt in revenge. 2-3 here, CBC High School with the advantage. Stalemate. Now it looks to be here. Berg taking out Hand Towel Man. It's a wall being the last player standing for Bosco Tech side, as 34 seconds are remaining in the round, and still Bosco Tech has not planted the diffuser. Trying to rotate here, trying to pick up the diffuser.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
It looks to be he's going for the plant, but gets received from heavy fire here. Good pre-fire there, but starts planting. But is he gonna get rushed by CBC? And sadly he does. Outnumbered and outgunned, CBC managed to take this round. What an incredible play there. Now, overall, it looks to be switching, really, I would say, this round showcased a really strong switch in pace. Now, looking at the leaderboard, overall, standing players of the match so far in the second round, it's Walls with 2 kills, Andy with 2, and for CBC, Salt with 3. Now, overall, Bosco Tech being, I would say, the tables turned a little more. It looks to be that CBC utilized a lot more that kind of, I would say, tactical fourth down approach compared to last match. Last match, they were, I would say, taking off guard by Bosco Tech. They were like, oh crap, they're already here. Compared to this time they managed to not only adapt to Bosco Tech's style, but also to kind of hold down the fort long enough. They managed, I would say, to put It's a Wall in a really uncomfortable position there, not only being outnumbered, but also him needing to place down the bomb. So that not only is not only a detrimental position to be outnumbered, but also opens the opportunity to make a lot of mistakes, because you still need to plan the diffuser to at least get an opportunity to still win the round. Now it looks to be third round of today's match. Bosco Tech CBC 1-1. Just quick analyzation here of the lineup. It looks to be that CBC switches off some of the characters. Destin no longer playing Castle, now switching to Warden, as Torque now plays Castle, and Salt subs in Smoke. While Bosco Tech Gamer Boy or Shield Boy 12 has gotten in Montang, utilizing not only that, thankfully they didn't ban any Shield players, especially Blitz or Montang, so this could open up a really good opportunity for Bosco Tech, as Andy, as we're speaking, opening a really good opportunity, utilizing Fuse's gadget, trading off here, some expired dairy, trading off some shots here. Good flashbang there just to make sure. Opening up a breach opportunity there. Probably using third flashbang used there. Now, Smoke kind of just holding off the fort there with the bomb. As it gets taken down by Hand Towel Man. Wonderful, wonderful angle used there. See Hand Towel Man utilizing those angles. Inspired Dairy with a kill there. Again, both teams stalemate. Ooh! Another fuse use. It looks to be that Andy is utilizing those fuse charges incredibly well, but sadly gets the kill on It's a Wall. Friendly fire there, but again, it's one of the disadvantages of Fuse's gadget. The diffuser has been planted by Gamer Boy. Good control there with the shield by Montang. Bosco Tech 2-2. What an incredible I would say that's incredibly shocking. CBC managing to take off 2 players from Bosco Tech's side.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Holding off the 4th flashbang there. Montang 6 HP. Really good kill there by Hand Towel Man. Wonderful performance there by Bosco Tech. Incredible, incredible positioning use. My goodness. Again, it's really, really smart play. I want to highlight that specific play at the end. Montang being flashed and being taken out. Again, him being the guy holding off the diffuser to then be rushed by both teams. But again, Thermite or Expired Dairy holding up an incredibly strategic angle there. So that gave him the opening just to immediately and rapidly take out the 2 CBC players that took down Gamer Boy. Incredible, incredible use of angle control there. Again, overall, I also want to highlight that shield uses by Gamer Boy, kind of holding down the fort long enough. Because again, as we talked about, I believe in the first round, creating or making the other team lose time is crucial, because it opens the opportunity for them to kind of make more mistakes. Gamer Boy kind of just making sure to push them back after the diffuser was planted, not only guaranteed more time for the diffuser to go off, but again, it opened the opportunity for them to make a mistake, so they would leave themselves open for Hand Towel Man there with Thermite. Overall, really smart play there by Bosco Tech. As now, we're heading in for our 4th round of today's match.
To locate a bomb and defuse it. Bomb located by attackers.
Now it looks to be both teams kind of keeping their formations slightly the same, except for on Bosco Tech side, Expired Dairy subbing in Deimos, and It's a Walls getting in Buck, as well on the defending side here. It looks to be that Kaid is getting subbed in for CBC. Again, overall, Andy continues to utilize those cluster charge by Fuse there. Deimos tracking down Warren or destined for G2. Bro, sadly, one disadvantage of Deimos' ability is not only does it highlight the defender, a player to the attacker, but it also does it backwardsly, so the defender would also see where the attacker is. Well, looks to be that then here, Gamer Boy and Antel, man, that terrific duo still approaching. Really smart play instead of using a breach charge to just bash. But again, gets discovered there. Again, really gets a wall with first blood. Gamer Boy just reconning for the team, but Salt manages to throw a smoke grenade before he gets taken down. Again, wonderful angle control, not only by Hand Towel Man, and also really good, I would say, bait by Gamer Boy, just baiting him in so that Hand Towel Man can take them out. Oh my god! I am speechless. My goodness. Oh! My bad, folks. That was incredible. Incredible accuracy there, especially through such a small angle. I am speechless. What an incredible display of accuracy there by Edub. 2 kills in such a small angle. Wow. Free firing here by Twerk. Really smart, but again, the diffuser has been planted. Primarily covered by Montang or Gamer Boy. Manages to run board, but now gets taken down by Torque. Expired Dairy gets taken down. Again, really difficult situation here for Torque, especially against facing off against the shield operator and Fuse. 1v1. Torque on the clutch, maybe. Trying to open a window here to do damage here to Gamer Boy, but does not manage to get the angle. It's starting to defuse, but no, he knows he's giving his back away. Gamer Boy, we're seeing a cat and mouse. Gamer Boy, 3, 2, Gamer Boy takes him down. Oh my god. I am speechless. I cannot just describe. Okay. I cannot describe what this round was. I'm legitimately speechless. Not only did we see incredible corner use and angle use there by Bulb, but also incredible shield play by Gamer Boy, making him lose time because again, what can you do against a shield operator in those situations? The only thing you can do is hope for the best, that he just gives you an angle so you can shoot him, right? But again, in such a tight space, it's really difficult to open up those angles. So for him to be on top of him, it kind of made him like either I get to the diffuser, but I risk myself of getting backstabbed by Gamer Boy, or I waste my time trying to kill him. Which again, he ended up sacrificing that. I give my back to Gamer Boy. Incredible use of Montang right there.
10 seconds left.
What a round. Now it looks to be Bosco Tech 3-1 heading into our 5th round of today's match. Overall, so far, I would say
Out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
just some areas of opportunity for both teams. Bosco Tech, again, I think could start playing a little safer in some situations. It was really risky at the end of last match. But also CBC, I think, what I've been noticing is they're kind of shifting away from that more tactical hold down the fort approach. They're more going for, I would say, it's more a spawn peek type approach, which it works, but again, it hasn't worked to the best of its ability so far. They're utilizing his gadget. Sorry, folks. First, friendly fire there by Gamerboy taking down Andy. Again, one of the, I would say, not only fun elements of Siege, but also one of the, I would say, sad elements about Siege is that there is, friendly fire is really active on these type of games. Oh. Overall, 4v4 expired daily with a kill there. Very, really good angle control there, but leaving himself widely open. Now, quick side off here, folks. Now I'm joined by C4 kill us. I was about to make an announcement. I'm here joined by Coach Shaq. Coach Shaq, what are your thoughts of today's match so far?
I know like nothing about R6. Very excited to have an R6 team and been watching a little more, learning a little bit more. But I played R6 a very long time ago when it first came out, before people knew all the angles and destruction holes, everything, and spawn peaks and all that. Back when people were playing it more like COD than R6 today. So, you know, don't always know what's going on, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, R6 is one of those really tense and entertaining games, especially because I think it's one of those games where you can at least see what's happening. There's not a lot of stuff happening too much. It's, at least you can all process it and still understand it in some way. Now, overall, again, Bosco Tech trying to open up a breach opportunity here, but doesn't quite manage to get it. It looks to be that CBC going back to that more let's keep Bosco Tech out approach instead of that confrontational approach, as they are in the lead so far. Looks to be that Thermite auto-flashed himself there. Auto-flashed himself again.
Ooh.
Oh, getting flanked here, double teamed also. Not a favorable position here for Hand Towel Man.
Just out trying to get some damage. But 2 kills gonna go Bosco's way as they come into cover. And that's a 3rd one going to Bosco as well. Triple kill for Expired Dairy, and Wall gets the final kill. Round over to Bosco again.
I would say really good switch of pace there. They managed to take CBC out of guard because CBC was more confident of like, okay, they're staying back. We'll just
Yo, Ethan, can we get a replay of that ending?
Yeah. Again, CBC kind of focusing on keeping them back for them just to say like, screw it, let's just go right in and start taking off people as soon as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when Hantal went in there, Arya went in there, we didn't have the full replay, that's fine. When he went in there and they kind of were focusing on him, trying to pinch and get that kill, I feel like they lost a lot of focus on the rest of the Bosco members that were outside. So Arya getting in there, staying alive, even though he took some damage, just acting as that distraction, let Bosco able to collapse in a little bit more and find those kills.
Oh yeah, really smart use and really, I would say, kind of like an old school style technique of the sacrificial lamb there. Kind of just throwing one guy so everyone else would be like, oh, what the hell is happening, so that the other people can reach in as well. Now, overall, Bosco Tech 4-1, overall dominating today's match. But again, CBC putting up a really good fight.
5 seconds remaining.
Just some analysis, just some operator analytics here. It looks to be that both teams are still keeping their lineups kind of the same. It's just Arumi has been subbed in for EW. But on Bosco Tech side, it looks to be that they're keeping a really consistent lineup. Maybe just switching, Gamerboy switching a little bit from a shield operator to a regular operator. So it looks to be here going from Montang to Datcher. Both teams again, CBC managing Bosco Tech back. But as I speak, Fuse gets taken down there by Perk. Both teams here kind of in a stalemate. Bosco Tech 1 member off. And sadly that Arumi gadget does not, like a mute style gadget, it does not allow any grenades, gadgets, etc. to be thrown out. Thermite trying to breach in. Really good use of drone recon. 4v4 Expired Dairy with a kill there. Another kill there by Hand Towel Man. 4v3, 4v2. Bosco Tech getting getting the upper hand as Gamerboy gets another kill. 4v1. Bosco Tech getting the defuse here. Gamerboy.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
Diffuser has been planted. And Bosco Tech takes another round. What are your thoughts, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to get those rounds on the attack side as you're going in. I do think defense side always is advantageous, whether it's Valorant, whether it's R6, just in these kind of bomb defusal, or I guess in this game, defusal modes. Attacking is always the hardest point. I mean, in R6, when you're really like making your setups, putting up those barriers, doing all that work that
Attackers
you
need to
do
locate and
pre-round,
defuse as many bombs as they
it is definitely harder for the attackers to get in and do what they need to do. So I think getting these 5 rounds in versus CBC's 1 is really advantageous as we swap sides here and Bosco's on the defense now.
Let me, I agree on you, especially with R6. I'd say R6 is one of those games which it's a really crunched time window of opportunity. It's one of those, not compared to Valorant. With Valorant, you have like a ton of opportunity to still come back, win the match. R6 is a lot more tense. Now going here, checking the replay. Now, again, really good use of Bosco Tech just going ham there, reaching out, managing to corner CBC's last member, so the point that he just rushed in and opened himself up to like 3 of Bosco Tech's players. Really good positioning. Now going off here into round 5. Now a switch in roles here. Bosco Tech now going into the defensive side. Now looks to be Bosco Tech again, also taking a really more hold down the forward approach. But I would say compared to CBC, it looks to be that Bosco Tech is more focused on generating really tactical angles here with Azumi.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see that too as they choose to have the bomb site on this top floor. I know that is always the big decision of where do we choose to defend the bombs. Some people do like that basement floor because they have to get in, they have to start coming down the steps and looking for the bombs. But that does close you off from some of the angles and some of the spawn peaks and everything that you can do if the bomb is more on one of the ground floors or the top floors.
Now, oh my god, it looks like Bosco Tech getting picked off here. Want to point out that last moment where that incredible use of Ash's gadget opening up the window unexpectedly for, I believe it was Bandit, to just get immediately fired away afterwards.
Ash is one of the, I think, the 4 champs, or are they called champs in this game? What are they called? Agents?
Operators.
Operators, that's what it is. Ash is one of the 4, like, operators I know. I remember Ash, I remember Thermite and Mute. I think I see a Mute here for Gamerboy. Shutting down that drone usage, stopping the information from coming out. But another Bosco member does fall, and that'll be a 4th member falling.
Wow, what a
One member for CBC goes down, but as he looks away, Handheld Man is going to get shot from behind. First attack round going over towards CBC.
Now, it looks to me that CBC is way, I would say, not way better, but I would say they're performing really well for the attack, at least for that first round. Overall, they're really good in their attacking side to pick off players. I would say that they are really good in controlling the pace. I would say I want to highlight how at first they went full in, and then Bosco Tech kind of hold them off, but they played along. And then immediately after Bosco Tech got a little comfortable, full in again to just start picking off players one by one. Incredible use of pace there, which is crucial for R6. Not only that, but also angle control and breaches, etc., etc. Yeah, also wanted to point out, Bosco Tech kind of eyeballed it last round when it comes to defense, not really using their cameras that much. Well, that was, I would say, a really interesting play. Because, again, it's good to eyeball things sometimes, but cameras are there for a reason. They cannot they not only allow you to stay vigilant most of the time, but they also open the opportunity for the players to see angles that you cannot see by just playing, right? It opens up new opportunities to kind of plan. Now, looks to be overall CBC 5v2 kind of getting an extra round here, maybe starting to pick up the pace. Now overall it looks to be CBC stays the same, while Bosco switches up a Legion and a Zumi. I'm reloading! Kind of shooting down from afar, trying to snipe down some players there. No, no lion. No lion drone being utilized just yet. Anti-woman with first blood. Both teams kind of in a stalemate right now. Kind of just shooting each other from afar.
Bomb located by attackers.
Eat up with the kill. Now lion use there. Looks like that CBC kind of just starting to breach in. Really good, really sorry, excuse me, folks, but really good angle control there by Edub. Now again, we're back to a stalemate here. Bandit kind of trying to hold off the fort as expired Dairy, or Raul for short, is also trying to keep everyone back from trying to breach in. But again, Lion trying to kind of just force Bosco Tech into a stalemate here. Gamer Boy with a kill, 3v3. Really tense matchup as we have a minute on the clock.
Yeah, Derry here has got 20 HP. Got to be really careful with how he takes some of these fights. Really looking to spray down and try and get something for Bosco, but I don't really think they need to get over aggressive here.
It's more, I would say, in this situation, it's more him trying to keep them back, or trying to make them mobilize to another angle. Really good kill there by Expired Dairy.
Oh, and then he gets taken out on the trade.
Oh
no! Bosco there to lend the aid! Wall coming in clutch with the kill, but he's also going to go down. Expired Dairy just crawling for his life, but he's gonna fall, and so is Gamer Boy with the final death.
Overall, I would say, really, I agree with you on this, Coach. I think Bosco Tech played it really risky in the last couple seconds. Overall, just quick summary here. Overall, standing players for both teams. Hantel Man with 10 kills, Expired Dairy with 8, and for CBC, Torque with 7, and Eat Up with 7 as well. Now going back, Bosco Tech played it really risky in the last couple minutes. Bandit still trying to keep off CBC back, but again, still taking a more confrontational approach, which ended up costing him. Also, really good trade-off there used, even though I would say Bandit was taking out, just positioning himself just at the right position, just to open up an angle for one of Bosco Tech's players. But again, that also left him exposed to another CBC's players. Really smart, I would say, trade-off and angle used there at the last couple seconds. What are your thoughts, Coach?
I mean, yeah, I would have liked to see Dairy there, especially after getting that kill towards the end, kind of back up and play a better angle and group with the team. I mean, once you get that kill, you are in a 3v2. You don't really need to force that extra one. I think he was just trying to make the hero play and do a little too much when it wasn't needed. I mean, time was running down. There's, I think, what, 30 seconds left in the round?
Yes,
like, they still had to
30
get
seconds.
in and plant the diffuser, and he's just trying to, like, I know you want to finish the round, but those are those moments and, like, those little decisions you got to make where I think it's just better to back off, group with your team, play a couple angles, because you know they need to push in to get that diffuser down.
Oh yeah, he kind of set up that action hero moment there of like, stand back, I got this, I'm gonna hold him off. But overall, Bosco Tech here still winning 5-3. Now here trying to breach here, utilizing Ash's gadget there. Maybe we'll see a repeat of the first round for CBC's on the attack side, but Bandit learns his lesson this time, managing to back off at the right moment before getting opened up just to get lit up like cheese.
Here we're gonna have a gunfight. They seize the shots.
Really tactical ball! Good reaction time there by Perk.
I mean, Bosco is just falling left and right now. That's 2 players down, 30 health left on wall.
Attackers located the bomb.
That's the 3rd player down, but 2 also go down for CBC, so 3v2 situation. Make that a 3v1 situation.
He versus everyone. Just holding on the fort, but no, gets shot through the couch. Again, Bosco Tech getting picked off rather tactically here by CBC. It looks to be that CBC is, I would say, performing rather well on attack compared to their defense. I would say Bosco Tech managed to utilize the cracks in their defense. But again, it looks to me that the tables are turning as CBC is doing the same to Bosco. Again, overall, standing player of both teams here, Hantel man with 10. Overall, what are your thoughts, Coach?
Attackers need to
and I
locate
mean-
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Same thing happened on the flip side. I mean, Bosco scored what 5 rounds on offense to CBC's 1 on defense. So maybe this map is just a little more attack heavy, but I think
Attackers have located a
Bosco
bomb.
winning this defense round after the offense. I think it was going to be a little easy. Probably had some false sense of confidence, and now I just think they're getting a little rattled with the amount of rounds that CBC is just getting one after another. So going with a different bomb setup here instead of this top floor, they are going to be moving down into the basement here. So a little bit less area for those
10
hard
seconds to
breaches
insertion.
as you're taking down, you know, the structured areas and peeking those wide
5
angles
seconds
from
left.
being on the roof. So a couple more choke points for
Attackers'
Bosco to kind
objective
of
is to
force them in
defuse a
here.
bomb.
As CBC is going to start the action phase. Let's see how they break into this basement hold of Bosco Tech.
Now, overall, I would say one, really, it's kind of like a trade-off for the basement of Clubhouse. You sacrifice bridge ability for angles there, because again, yes, you close up the opportunity for the other team to just go a full-on breach and break everything inside. But
Got
again,
a shield. Sorry to interrupt, but we got a shield walking
Oh, no!
down the tunnel.
they know, they saw it work before. They saw how Gamer Boy utilized the shield alongside Han Towel Man. It looks to be like, okay, if that worked on the other side, why can we replicate that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So overall, it looks to be, yeah, we're seeing basically a repeat here. But Bosco Tech with first blood here as Edub gets taken down.
So does the other.
Now, Bosco over. Oh my god, great action here. But CBC is going full on breach. Still, Montaigne holding out the fort. Gets taken. Torque with a kill there on Expired Dairy, taking him off guard. 2v4. CBC again on the advantage as Montaigne is planting a diffuser. We saw this before here with Gamer Boy.
Attackers are active.
Good angle creation there by Ash. And Torque get with the last kill.
Are there timeouts on our six? I feel like Bosco could use
Sadly,
one right
no, there is no
Definitely,
timeouts.
definitely feel like Bosco could use one right now.
5-5.
Yeah, I mean, is there OT? Like,
Sadly, no.
it's just what, first to 7, so Bosco's gonna be on defense this whole time? Well, no, because it's 6 rounds and 6 rounds, so there's gotta be OT. Because they swapped after 6. So if Bosco can find one here, they can at least push an OT.
Yeah, overall, I would say
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Bosco getting really picked off. I would say, even though they kind of went for that less bridgeability style positioning there by switching the base, selecting the basement for Clubhouse, CBC still managed to just go on full-on breach and just break everything, which
Bomb
was
located
really
by
incredible.
attackers.
Again, overall, incredible shield use there. Highlighting how in the basement, Montaigne's king on the basement, even as well as a Blitz. But in this case, Blitz is not being utilized, it's more Montagne.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Now, also wanted to highlight, I believe
5 seconds to
Edub
go.
has been getting constant, oh, Burke, my bad, folks. Burke has been
Attackers'
getting
objective is to
constant
defuse a bomb.
first bloods so far. He's really setting up the pace. Now, playing here a replay there, just highlighting that incredible shield use, that incredible double team. Like, having a shield operator that can not only make the other team open up to generate an angle for a back player there is a crucial play. We saw it in this play when Gamer Boy was doing it with Hantel Man, and when Montaigne was doing there with Ash. The sound of death as Fuse utilizes his gadget. Managing now, Thatcher there managing to take off Bandit's car battery. It looks to be a Bosco Tech getting full on breached. No, that's in music for our players, I believe. So maybe that's lock-in music. I don't know, but overall,
Did you hear that music? Dude, I think that came from in game. What is playing music in game?
now overall, Devil's being first blooded here.
That was so.
That is so confusing.
No, good first blood for Bosco. I mean, we really do. I think we need this round. I think if we don't find this one, I see, and right there he saw too. Like, why go for the repeat there? Like, you got the down, just keep holding it. 'Cause, like, now they're gonna get a free res off, and really you just gave them one for nothing.
Thatcher again, opening up windows of opportunity, not only disabling bandits, tower batteries, but also my goodness, really good kill there by his walls.
And then he peeks again. Bosco continues to get advantages and then just throw them away by trying to force unneeded gunfights. But 2 more kills are going to come in from Bosco, so it is going to be a 1v3 and Bosco's going to get the round. But I still would like to see them tighten up some of that play.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to force and do too much.
Yeah, overall, they're playing way too aggressively for a defensive standpoint. Like, they're kind of playing it like if they were attacking, which is not crucial for a defensive side. Like, again, you manage to get a kill there or down an opponent. I think downing somebody, it's a really, really good situation because, again, either it's not the optimal thing would be to go res him up, but again, doing that opens up a window to get another kill there. So kind of just risking the down to just guarantee a second kill when another guy's literally watching the guy that got downed is not a really smart play.
And then even that kill on
Wall,
wall in the middle desk. Like, he got that first kill, and then he slowly is like crouch peeking across, and then he just gets headshot by the other guy. Like, that kill also didn't need to happen.
Yeah, Alex.
But Bosco gets one, and they are on match point. So setup phase going here again. Bosco has the bombs, I think, on the first
10 seconds left.
floor. Nope, back on the top floor.
top floor.
Bosco goes.
5
I would
seconds
say
left before insertion.
top floor is a really. It's kind of like a 50-50.
Attackers must locate
I think it's good because these bombs on the top floor are just in the rooms next to each other, so it
Yes.
is a lot easier to control because they're so close.
But again, I would say the disadvantage of top floor is it has a lot of openings for breach. I would say at least Bosco Tech has not picked the middle, which I believe is actually the worst part of the map because it's just wide open, and it opens up for breach and angle. So it's really smart that at least they're going for the top. Looks to be Damos utilizing as a gadget. Really good kill there by trying to get the clear from the floor. Utilizing that angle control, excuse me, that positioning. But Claymore use! That Telemat gets taken out by a Claymore. That's really unexpected. Usually those kills come when the diffuser is already planted. Not before.
I mean, it's looking more and more like OT to me.
Yeah. Bosco Tech getting picked off one by one. Damos just on fire, picking off everybody. But he gets tricked by a Capcan mine. Okay.
Good kill. That's 2 back. Looking for another.
Takes another one.
Just on the other side of the wall. What can we
Just
find?
dodging the
Nothing.
bullets there. Overall,
1v3.
1v3.
Wall 5364827.
Now, not favorable position here. Not only in
Attackers activating.
but also because of that. So diffuser has been planted now, pushing wall to breach in. Not a really good favorable position, especially when you're a single guy. But manages to get the kill there, but gets taken down by Burke.
Yeah, I mean, unless you can really find that one tap, I mean, that trade's always going to happen. They know where you are. They have 2 of them on each side. I think once you miss a couple of shots, back up, play the wall angle, maybe repeat again, but overtime we go.
Yeah, overtime. Ooh, really intense 6v6. Incredible match we're witnessing here today, folks. Really competitive. Now, Orig's getting something.
Do we know how R6 overtime works? Is it just one round, whoever
So-
wins the round, or is it you have to win 2?
Defenders,
Yes,
protect your bombs from
it'll
being
go
defused by
to yes.
attackers.
When it goes to overtime, you basically need to win by 2.
Okay.
So now because it's 6v6, you need to go to 8 to win.
Yeah.
And in the case,
You always have to win, yeah, a
By
defense
2.
and an offense round. And
Yeah,
a
by 2.
chance to split. Yeah, one. Okay, cool.
so overall, Bosco Tech getting Oryx. Oh, they subbed him out. So we're assuming going back more for that. Let's hold down the fort. Let's create angles approach because Oryx in this type of position with 6v6, not a smart play because he's a more, I would say, an offensive type of defensive operator, which is tricky.
5 seconds
But it's
left.
more like the guy that just randomly appears out of nowhere, goes through a wall, and just starts killing everybody.
Attackers must locate
Which,
and defuse the
in
bomb.
this situation, is way too risky. Overall, it looks to me that CBC turning the tables back to their lineup, more aggressive lineup with Thatcher and Lion as well as Tamos. Lion's a really good pressure operator because he forces the defensive team.
EBC in on this ground floor, gonna play this staircase that they've been playing so often here. But Andy gonna find 1 kill.
Well, staircase, I would say, for defense is probably the best position because there's that angle there. And
Yep, and he gets taken down, not aware that the player's already in on the ground floor. They just don't have eyes or vision.
Target acquired.
oh man, see the kill, get the kill there.
Oh, I don't think he can shoot through that.
No, he can, but he hasn't managed to.
Oh, and he can, yep.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Do they just get to track somebody for free?
Yes, so what Deimos' ability is, it's a really, kind of like a, my best reference is that one character in Valorant which kind of triggers a 1v1 with another character. So he has a drone that tracks another enemy player down, but when he does this, not only does he reveal the position of that player to him.
I don't want this. I don't want him to repeat here. Sorry to interrupt, but we get it down. I don't want to see this repeat.
We're all 2v2, and not looking too good too, as Khalid is 2 HP down.
Oh, now it's seeing that's just
Risky
a bad,
play there.
Yeah, it's just a bad-
Risky play.
Especially when
Oh, good kill there!
when you have only 2 health to work with.
Oh, but Samu gets taken out there, but again, being crouched against the table is not always the best position in R6 because you're basically exposing your head. And in R6 compared to other games, the shot to the head, independent of the weapon, is 1-shot kill. So, not a really smart play unless he wanted to go prone and not show his head. Overall,
That C4 fight
7-6.
too. Like the animation to throw C4 just takes so long. So when you have 2 HP and you know he knows you're there. I mean, he just shot you in the back. Like that's just not a good peek to take. Like I know you want to get the kill, but your teammate's on the flank right there. Like I think if that C4, if he doesn't peek and throw that C4, that flank obviously got that first kill. He was not prepared for him to be there, and that second player had walked around the wall purely because they got the kill on site. So if he had waited a little bit more, I think that flank would have got both of them because he wasn't going to push up on the site without that player being dead first.
Yeah, plus they can shoot the C4 and they'll explode. So overall, Bosco Tech 6-7, getting, I would say, clutched here in a way as they were starting off rather dominant. But overall, again, if Bosco Tech manages to take this, they'll have to play 2 more rounds to define the winner.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, Bosco Tech on the offense. As we've seen, Bosco Tech performs way better on offense as we've seen. They managed to take off 5 almost perfect rounds in offense compared to defense. So we'll see if they manage to get that extra round so they can go to those 2 extra rounds to manage to take the victory for today. Now overall, just analyzing what CBC is really holding up. Just incredible, just facing Bosco Tech directly. Okay, Bosco Tech going full aggression there, utilizing Thermite's gadget as well as fuses. Drone gets taken down. Really good corner angle control there. Flashbang, but no, gets taken down. They're Bosco and I would say that Asumi gadget perfect use there, but Bosco not in that position. I would say and it gets killed by a C4. I would say, yeah, I would recommend Bosco just to move away from that area. It's not a really favorable position just to be facing off. They're outnumbered. Del mode here. Getting friendly fire there. Thankfully not managing to kill him, but Bosco Tech trying to flank around. Marking the blue crow
I
camera.
mean, shots coming out from Gamer Boy.
No,
Definitely
it's,
see something.
no, he's
Fire Dairy also pushed in.
trying to generate a distraction here. As the rest of Bosco Tech's flanking in. As
Attackers
CBC,
dropping.
but no, they actually did manage to pick it up. Sorry. Forget managing to just pick off that one Bosco player that was trying to flank. Oh, Gamer Boy with a kill there with a thermite. Not really smart play there by Valkyrie, trying just to rush as a defensive operator. 2v4 Bosco Tech not looking so good. One before. 3
And wall do it.
31 seconds. 15,
15 seconds left.
14, 13, one down, 10,
I don't think
10
he has
seconds.
9,
doesn't have the time because
8, 7, oh! Gets taken down.
And that's going to be Bosco's first loss of the season. However, in VHEL's inaugural season, I think we only have 4 or 6 teams. So it is going to be a round robin where we see each team twice. So we will face this team again, both in the regular season and then possibly in the playoffs.
Looks to be again overall incredible match there. Really competitive too. Bosco Tech managing to pull off, I would say, at first a really intense game, but CBC managed to just pick them off with that defense shift. I think not only did it illustrate that it took a little bit for CBC to kind of adapt to Bosco, but kind of like when they immediately went to offense, they were like, okay, we know how to pick them up rather easily. And then at that last round where CBC was again placed on the defense, for them just to be like, oh no, we know how you guys play. It's real easy for us to just like know how to pick you guys off because you're gonna try to flank. Because again, in the past, in the first couple rounds, Bosco Tech took the kills because they distracted CBC, and then one guy or two went for the flank. This time, when that happened, there was already a guy just waiting on the back saying like, hi, how are you, and then just taking the kill.
Yeah, 100%. I think Bosco just got a little over-aggressive sometimes. I mean, we saw, like I said, with that one play with Derry, he got that one peek on the player who was outside. They only had 15 seconds to plant the diffuser, and then he re-peeks again while being weak and ends up falling, where I feel like you could have grouped up with your team. Some other situations, just some bad peaks that led to Bosco, I think, losing a couple winnable rounds for them that they could have flipped on. But overall, not a bad game for Bosco. 2-0 start. That team was 0-1, I believe, so their
Yes.
first win. I think Bosco is still in the lead in terms of record-wise, and
Yeah.
we are going to see them again in the
Yeah.
regular season, so hopefully can learn a little bit and come back with a win this time. So
Yeah, overall, even though Bosco Tech suffered a loss today, they're still in a really good track record. 2 wins, 1 loss, pretty good. And overall, I also want to point out that incredible, even though they didn't manage to take today's round, that shield usage was on point. I want to highlight that specific round where Bosco Tech breached the basement, where Gamer Boy just toyed around with the defensive operator. We just have them basically saying, okay, either you defuse the bomb and I kill you, or you try to kill me and you do not defuse the bomb. That was incredible play. But now, overall, Bosco Tech sadly not taking it today. I was 8 or 9 to, was it 7, 9 to 7?
yeah,
Bosco Tech.
no, 8-6.
8-6,
They just won
8-6.
the 2 overtime rounds.
8-6. Bosco Tech still in a really good position overall in the season, 2-1. So yeah, still a loss. They can always rebound from it. They can always learn from it. So we'll be right back with an interview. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Luis Camacho, and I'm here joined by
Adney 10 and Andrew
Andy.
Baina.
or
Everyone.
Andy. So tell me, Andrew,
Mhm.
what are your thoughts on today's match?
Thoughts on today's match? One interesting ban that we had was Mira. Not gonna say more than that, but it definitely was not something we were seeing them banning. We thought they would ban maybe a trap operator or something else. So that just caught us off guard a little bit. And yeah, we had it in the first half of the match, but
I would say, yeah, going back to like the bannings, I'd say today was a really interesting ban day because you always see Jackal getting banned, right? You always see like Jackal, maybe Mira sometimes, but like
Yeah.
Dokkaebi getting banned and Mira getting banned. That was completely unexpected. Also, I would say you guys starting off strong. What would you say like? What was the determining factor that kind of just switched everything around? Was it you guys getting too confident?
uh-huh.
Or
Yeah, we might have just ran out of steam. We might have gotten too confident. Yeah, I think once we got it switched up on defense, they took the lead there. They just played way better on attack.
I see. Now, I would say another thing too. I also want to ask is, like again, getting picked off, and again, also CBC getting those first bloods. A lot of the you guys getting picked up. What would you say is again what's something you guys need to improve on to prevent that from happening? It doesn't need to be a specific strategy. I know you don't want to reveal too much. We don't want the other teams to start taking down notes.
Yeah.
But again, what would you say is just something that you guys as a team need to improve on to prevent that from happening ever again?
I think we need to improve on having someone dying first and then reeling it back in. I think we need to be more on defense when we're on defense and not playing aggressive, then saying, oh, we need to take it back a notch, like after we lose somebody.
Yeah, again, I would say kind of those situations. They're like those double peaks
Mm-hmm.
kind of did
Yep.
cost you playing more like an attack side on the defensive side. Sometimes it's really smart, especially when you manage to take them. I would say a slower team off guard.
Mhm.
But overall, in this case, it wasn't really the case.
Yep.
But overall, it's good that you guys have this in mind because there's always the only way you go is up after
Mhm.
knowing where you're failing. So it's overall incredible awareness of that. So overall, thank you, Andy. Even though you guys lost, really good play, really competitive game too.
Yep.
You guys worked really well. Also, those fuse plays were really good too. So, thanks for joining us, guys. Well, again, really competitive game today. Bosco Tech sadly not taking it today, but still in a really favorable position for the season. Now we'll be back with more games. We'll be back with Overwatch tomorrow at 4:30 against Prosper, a school in Texas, one of the best in the league. We hope that Bosco Tech performs really well tomorrow, and we know they will. They have a really good team. They've been really hard at work as well as our six team. So we know they'll do good. So again, don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We know our players have been really hard at work to give you guys not only a really entertaining showcase of skill, but also for them to do their best. So yeah, that's all for today, folks. My name is Luis Camacho,
And Andy.
and thank you for joining us. We'll be right back for more in the future. Have a nice